New this morning, today is tax deadline day, but if you're still missing key forms or feeling overwhelmed, you can file for a tax extension. 22 News reporter Melissa Torres is live in the studio with information on how to give yourself some more time to get those tax documents in.
Good morning, Rich and Taylor. Tax season can be stressful for many. Nearly 1/3 of Americans procrastinate with their taxes. One of the top reasons being complexity and stress. Filing a tax extension is not a bad thing, though. There's no penalty for filing one. However, not paying on time or enough or failing to file altogether may cost you. An extension only gives you more time to finish the paperwork, not more time to pay. Your tax payment is due on the tax deadline, which falls on April 18th, which is today. If you know you'll be getting a refund, you don't need to worry about paying when you're filing your extension for taxes. The earlier you file your return, the earlier you'll receive your refund. If you think or know you'll owe, you should estimate what you'll owe and pay that amount when you file your form. That's a 4868. 22 News spoke with Liberty Tax about the steps you should take to file an extension.
It's not an extension of time to pay your taxes. It is an extension of time to file your tax return. Penalties, by the way, for late filing are much larger than penalties for late payment. So you want to get a tax return filed or an extension filed so that you avoid the late filing penalties.
So before filing that extension, the IRS says you should estimate and pay any owed taxes by your regular deadline to help avoid any possible penalties, and you must file your extension request no later than the regular due date of your return.
So what happens if someone does file for an extension but they don't pay the full amount that they owe?
Well, unfortunately, you're going to be subject to interest on that unpaid balance until you pay the full amount. If you don't pay at least 90% of the amount you owe, you might also be subject to a late payment penalty. After you file the extension, you will have until October 15th to gather your documents and finish your filing. Working for you this morning, Melissa Torres, 22 News.